Hey Aries, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. If they don't, please keep in mind I could be picking up someone else or something else within your energy. Roles can be reversed or flip-flopped throughout the reading. Now, I do pull past, current, and then future, and overall, and then hidden energy. The hidden energy could be what you are hiding from others or from even yourself. So it would be subconscious, all right? So just FYI. The stars in, oh, you can't even see it, hang on. Stars in reverse, the 10 of Wands is here, the Empress is here. Knight of Swords, King of Cups, Tower, Page of Swords. Eight of Cups. Okay, what's your overall? Six of Wands. The Temperance card, okay. The Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. All right, you're showing me in the past that there's something you don't necessarily want anymore, or that you wanted, but that it almost feels like it was too hard to attain it. I'm curious. I want to clarify that whole line because I'm getting a more of the attaining story versus that you don't want it anymore. However, in the current situation, you're showing me action towards being taken toward and leaning. It almost feels like it's leaning in that direction of leaving a situation or a person, maybe a commitment or a job or something along these lines. There is some kind of, I'm getting some type of commitment here, even though I know the Four of Wands isn't here. I know the Hierophant, and I know they're not here. I'm just feeling it. So hang on. Now, I do feel like you're more so leaning in this direction, maybe making a plan to, like an exit strategy or something here, because in the immediate future, you're showing me you're kind of waiting for the right time to leave here. Now, we do go from the Knight of Swords to the Page of Swords, so I'm kind of curious, are you setting yourself up to leave, and then that way you can just take the action and do it, or what exactly? So I'm curious. Now, in the hidden, we've got the Temperance card, which is a very tedious card. So this again could be the fact you're waiting, biding your time here and hiding this from others. It also could be something along the lines of some type of healing work or that you need to do or that you've been doing. Again, not sure, or you need to do, I should say. Six of Wands, feeling confident in something you're doing. Okay, let's see what's going on. Queen of Swords, the Sun, Five of Pentacles. You feel confident, like this is the best decision that you can make right now. I do feel like you're kind of emotionally detaching, but feeling good about it, whatever this is to you. Okay, let me see the Temperance. Five of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands. It's almost like with regret, I have to go. All right. Okay. Let me see the Star card in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Page of Swords. You're keeping an eye on someone here. Let me see this Page of Swords here in the immediate future. The Three of Cups, the Strength card, Six of Pentacles. You're keeping your eye on someone here. I do feel like you convinced yourself that you didn't want whatever this is or was to you. I don't feel like you felt very confident in that. The Six of Wands is in reverse here. The Knight of Pentacles, this is something that you stopped dealing with some time ago. This is a full-on halt. So I don't feel like this and this is the same situation, in all honesty. For the Ten of Wands, we've got the Queen of Cups now to the King of Cups. The Devil, the Knight of Swords again. Let me see the Knight of Swords. Ten of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Tower again. Let me see the Tower. Four of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. Someone could attempt to apologize to either you or you them. I do feel like there is something unhealthy here in regards to someone's attachment style. If you don't know what that is, please Google it. There's something quite manipulative here. And I do feel like it was very hard in trying to move forward or be with whoever, whatever this dynamic is, okay? Now, what's interesting here is that you're showing me you're going after something here, but at the same time, you're not wanting to let go of some type of stability. So say, for example, it's a romantic situation. It's like, I'm going to leave this whole situation, but I want to make sure I get my shit out first. That could be one thing. If it's a job situation, it's like, okay, I'm going to go after this other job that I really want, but I'm going to make sure that, I don't burn all my bridges here because I've still got, important, I don't know, networking or whatever the case may be. Even though the risk of this is huge because the Tower is here, okay? Now, in the immediate future, what you're showing me is that there's some kind of disappointment here in this Tower. So whatever it is that you're trying to prevent from falling here, I do feel like ends up falling regardless. So I would be very careful with whatever you're planning or doing right now. I would just make sure you're kind of thorough here for whatever reason that you're feeling you need to be, okay? Let me see the King of Cups, Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, Five of Swords. Yeah, there's still going to be conflict, I'm telling you. This does not look good. Let me see the Empress in the past. The Death card, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Swords. The Death and the Seven. Can you see that now? Oh, don't fall. There we go. The Death card and the Seven of Wands are both sideways, and then the Two of Swords is upright. So I do feel like this situation is this situation. You could have two situations going on. If it's not two situations and this is all one situation, one is trying to create a new energy here. And it feels like a second situation, in all honesty. But for some of you, this could be very well two situations. I do feel like there was some kind of an ending here in the past. And I feel like you're confused on whether or not that was the right decision, because the Two of Swords is confusion. The Seven of Wands is like, should I? And with it being sideways, it's like, was that the right thing to do? I don't know. If it was the same situation, which I would hope you're not in a situation that's like on and on and on and on and off and off and on and off again. I laughed because I felt like I was like on a roller coaster. I'm like, oh my Lord. But if this was a different situation, and then this is another one. If this was, oh my God, I cannot talk. Because of this being this ending, holy shit, and this one currently ending. Does that make sense? I got tongue-tied. I'm so sorry. Let me see the Six of Swords. What the fuck? The Hierophant. Nobody listens to me. I told you it was a commitment. The Star upright. The Temperance card. You have a choice, either to leave a situation that is just full of conflict and to visit or revisit a situation, possibly at a distance here with the Two of Wands. Whatever this commitment was to you, okay? Either leave it completely behind, even though, like I said, I told you I felt like you were lying about what it was that you didn't want anymore. I feel like you very much still want it. You might have to travel towards this person because the Six of Swords is here and the Two of Wands. Those are both traveling cards. So is the Eight of Cups. Now, if this is a second situation where you're having to leave one situation to go towards another, that's one thing. This looks messy. Let me see the Eight of Cups. Five of Wands. The Nine of Cups. Seven of Swords. You're not going towards them. You're going to hold back. It looks like you're going to hide your emotions. You might leave the situation. Even though, again, it is what you want, you're going to be unhappy with yourself about it. The Nine of Cups, being single, again, not being happy about it with the Five of Wands. And then the Seven of Swords, lying to yourself and telling yourself that this is what's best. Okay. Meanwhile, in the hidden, you could be lying to yourself saying that this is done, over with, and lost, quote unquote, forever. I don't feel like this is lost forever. I feel like there's a time period of healing that needs to be done. So, okay. Let me see. Advice. Whoa. For this advice, the Seven of Cups came out in reverse. The Six of Cups came out in reverse. The Ace of Cups came out in reverse. Page of Swords again. 3 Page of Swords energy. I feel like someone needs to cut out whatever distractions are around here. It's almost like non-committal energy, to the point where it's like, well, I can't commit to anything. Not a specific job or a house or a dog or something, like some kind of responsibility here. It almost feels like there's commitment issues here. Someone's feeling like they have a lack of options, when the problem is actually they have options, they're just not choosing what feels right to them. So, because of some type of fear here. All right. That's what I have for you. Bye.